Okay, hello, everybody. Hello. How you doing? Is everybody doing all right? Is everybody doing all right? It's another day, and yes, welcome, Facebook, welcome. I think I need to go on my other page to let people know that I'm live here. Let me let them know that I'm live here, um, so they will come. Da 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 do 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 da. Hmm. How do I do this now? I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. Okay, maybe I should go. Whoa. Da, dee, dee, da, dee, 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 doo, 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 doo. All right, just give me a minute. Let me just see how to. Hmm, not sure how to do it, but let's see. Let's see if I can get something to put up here. Okay, I am live right now on my backup page at yes. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if this is gonna work. Let's see if this is gonna work. All right, welcome everybody. Let's do sound check, sound check, sound check. Um, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know you can hear me. What do you think? The audio is good? Is it the video is good? In case the audio is not good on your side, please let me know. Please let me know if the audio is not good on your side. If it's good on your side, please let me know as well. Amuludun the David. All right, Mama Amuludun of Atlanta, Georgia. Wow, Mama Alaye on here. Thank you very much, Queen. God bless you. Alt, I can't read that name. Is gone. Alt Antics. No, can't pronounce it. Give your real name. Put your real name there. Let me see. All right, I'm still waiting for someone to give me an update on Facebook and YouTube. Are you there? Is the audio clean? Are you able to hear me? I want to know. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Thank you very much for coming. I'm still waiting for Facebook. I don't know what is wrong with Facebook people. They will not talk to you. Facebook people won't even talk to you at all. No matter how you talk to them, they will just be quiet. They won't say nothing. I don't understand. Maybe the chatting will take your data away. I don't know. Okay, thank you very much. Sound is good. All right, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at something very important. Something very important. Modupe Ola Fakunle. That's the name now. Why is she the name she's putting there? We can't pronounce it. Me, I'm old school. Me, I know they pronounce all those kinds of names. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, write your real name. Let's pronounce the thing. All right. I'm managing their word. Okay. I don't understand these Facebook people. They will not respond to you. You talk to them, they will just be quiet. Look at Instagram is bubbly. Those guys on Instagram, they will say anything. They don't care. It's only Facebook that will just be hiding away one kind. I don't know. All right, let's get to it real quick. I think I need water. I don't know. I don't know how to get it. To get the water right now, I have to go downstairs. I don't want to go there. Okay, so let's go. Uh why did they block you? Because I posted something by a guy who mentioned that women are devils. So Instagram believe that's hate crime. They believe that Nami Tokam and no be me Tokam. So that was why they blocked me. and it's going to be for 30 days. It's going to be for 30 days. So that's the reason I created this backup page for us to do live shows here. Okay. And I'm not sure, maybe they're giving me 1 hour today, or maybe they're going to give me 30 minutes. I'm not sure. All right. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining and connecting. And on today's show, we are going to be looking at something. Ever since that I posted that short video this morning, I've been receiving many calls, so many calls. And I think it's time for us to deal with this stuff and get it done once and for all. Once and for all. There is a different part of life that I've not been touching. And I know because it's very, very sensitive. It's a very sensitive part. And that's the reason uh, I have kept quiet for a long time. Even though I've been talking about it stylishly, stylishly, um, but I think I should come out and talk about it now. I should come out and talk about it now. Okay, so it's going to help a lot of young ladies out there to be able to navigate the journey of their lives. Some people are still praying, Father, don't let my time pass me. Don't let the time pass me. But I want to let you know that the time came, but you did not see it. You didn't notice that the time came already. He gave you that opportunity already, but you didn't see it. Probably because you are blindfolded, something different, or maybe you have been misled by people that are around you. Uh, and I think it's time for us to deal with it, talk about it, and to help you that it's possible for the chance to come again, which I believe is going to come. And by the time that opportunity will come again, you will not miss it. You will not miss it. And I want to start like this. It's not, everything is not about praying. Everything is not about praying. The kind of prayer that God wants us to pray is the prayer of relationship, thanking God for the opportunity He has given to us, thanking God for the gifts and the talent He has given to us, thanking God for opportunities, thanking God for provision, thanking God for good health, thanking God for all of those things. He has already given us what it takes to be able to live our life, to create wealth, and to live a better life already. Majority of us just refused to activate what God has given unto us. We're still going to God today, asking Him when will it be the time? When will it be the time? The time came, but you didn't get to see it because you are not prepared for it. You see, preparation, opportunity will meet, and then the miracle will come. The miracle will not show up when the opportunity is there and you are not prepared. The miracle will not come when you are prepared without seeing the opportunity. Until you notice this opportunity before you will see that miracle. Many of you you're just praying. Just continue to pray, 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 pray. You're jumping from one prayer line to another prayer line, from one prayer line to another prayer line, expecting the miracle. And you are not prepared for it at all. You have not prepared for it. You want to get married, you have to be prepared for it. And you must showcase yourself to be seen. I am ready and I'm prepared for this. It's not about showing your breast or showing your laps or showing your armpit or whatever. That's not it. It's being a wife is much more than that. Being a wife is much more than that. You must be educated enough to be able to be independent. And to be independent means that you are able to stand on your 2 feet and get things done by yourself and for yourself. All right? Don't come into marriage expecting a man to pay your bills. Don't come into marriage expecting a man to give you money for everything. You must be ready and prepared for it. And that's going to make you an independent person. That guy will not give you nonsense, for him knowing that you are not a doormat. You are a person, someone that will and must be respected and should be respected. And that's exactly what you're bringing into the marriage. You are bringing that into the marriage, and then you are expecting that person to see you as an independent person bound to be respected. To be respected. Okay? So when you're coming with this Elebi mindset, you know the Elebi mindset of somebody coming and say, oh, the moment I get married, my husband will be taking care of me. Hello? You're making a big mistake. Your husband will be taking care of you. You want to kill that man? That's not done. You can't kill it. And if you come with that mindset, I want to let you know the guy will run away, will soon disappear and run away from you. And that's when you start crying because you are not well prepared. You are not prepared. You only saw the opportunity. You jump into it without preparation. You're going to jump out. And you will jump out. Okay? You don't want that to happen to you. And that's the reason I'm doing this broadcast today. This young lady in New York City, and I want you guys to listen. This young lady in New York City, she registered with me. Oh, Pastor, I think I'm holding enough. I want to get married. I need a guy. I need a guy. Guys, there is something wrong with a lot of our young ladies today. Something is wrong. And that is wrong is they are copying the social media. And the social media is only make-believe. The social media is not teaching you what you should know. The social media is not giving you the real picture of who you're supposed to be. But everybody wants to be this lady on social media. Lady on social media, their wedding is actually a kind of a society wedding. Oh, the guy's got so much money that they spend weekend in Cancun. Oh, the guy is so wealthy that they eat breakfast all the time in fancy restaurant. Oh, the guy is so wealthy that he's always coming on with surprises and he will put ribbon on BMW, put ribbon on kind of a Range Rover and bring it to you. And some of you don't understand that all of this stuff is just a marketing strategy to sell something. You see it, you stay glued to it, you leave that story. No. No. Sorry, no. That's not the way it is. You should listen. Listen and be focused. Don't get carried away with all of this fake and audio money. Don't get carried away with it. All right? If you put a camera in the homes of these people, you will understand that marriage is not my mind. It's not. All that you're seeing on social media is just only the right mood, the right time, the best time of the marriage. Nobody's going to post it there when they are being beaten. Nobody's going to post it there when they are talking to them like doormats. Nobody's going to post it there when they are being raped. Nobody will post it there when they are being physically and emotionally or verbally abused. Nobody's going to post it. All they're going to post is the moment when he brought a car. The only time they're going to post is when they're in a fancy restaurant eating. Then they say, me and my boo. Me and my boo in the restaurant. Then they mention the name of the restaurant because the restaurant is a well-known or probably one expensive restaurant. And they mention it just to make you feel like, okay, it seems like you are actually the crazy one. You didn't find the right person. You got the right person. And that's it. And if you go by that, you're making a big mistake. And I'm telling you, you're going to come back and cry later down the road. This young lady called me and said, I am grown enough that I want to get married. And I said, cool. What do you want me to do? He said, I need you to connect me with somebody. And I said, yes. I said, okay. I charge $200 and $1,000. $200 for singles connect regular and $1,000 for singles connect professional grade. And what does it mean? Is that singles connect regular, I'm only going to interview you and get you connected to somebody. And what we do is not magic. I always tell people this. It's just a pity that people still don't understand. They always make it look like they paid me to go and put a gun on somebody's head and say, come and marry me. Come and marry this person by force. No, you didn't pay me to do that. And you didn't pay me to manufacture a husband. All you paid me for is to enlarge your scope. You are searching, I am searching on your behalf. And what do? I wait for the guys to call me and say, I am looking for a partner. Then what am I supposed to do? Then I will ask the guy, give me location, give me age range. Do you want a single mother or someone without kids? And when they give me that specification, I'm going to go into our database and I start pulling out pictures of those ones that fall into that category. I'll show it to them. What do you think about this girl? And then if they say yes, then I come to the lady and I say, hey, I think I found someone for you. I think I found someone for you. And then when the lady looked at it, and the lady will say, oh yeah, I like this person too. Then I connect them as ordinary friends. Okay? And if I see the guy, if I show the guy your picture and the guy said, I passed. All right. There's nothing I could do. There's no way I can't force him to pick you. All I need to do is just to put your picture back and I start doing more presentations until I find someone who will to with. And it takes years, it takes months, it takes days. It's not something that you pay me today and another 6 months you're crying. Or you're now shouting and saying, oh, didn't I pay you? Where's the husband? That's not the thing. All right. The thing is that you paid me to enlarge your scope, search on my behalf. And that's what I will do. Searching on your behalf. It's not automatic that I must to find someone for you today. If I showcase your picture and they tell me no, that's no. Back, move on. Then I go to the next person. Then I go to the next person until I will find someone that will pick you and say, this is the person I'm waiting for. Then when I bring his own picture to you, it's possible for you to even say, no, I don't want that guy. And if you say, no, I don't want that guy, then I have to move on and start searching again. Okay? So I really don't appreciate people calling me and telling me, oh, I paid you for 6 months. Where is the person? Okay? Now, I always ask these ladies, some of them have been registered with me for 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. And whenever I find somebody for them, I call them up and say, madam, are you still in market? I'm talking about people who registered with me 4 years ago. And then they tell me, oh, Pastor, yes, I'm still in market. Do you have somebody for me? Oh, yes, I found somebody. I just want to know, maybe you are in the market. This is the picture of the person. Do you have your latest picture? Can you send it to me? Yes. So I go to work with the guy. And if the guy is saying, yes, I like it, I like her, then I connect them. I remember there was this woman in the UK. She was with me for 7 years. She has been with me for 7 years. And I didn't even believe she could still be single. 7 years registered with me, she was still single. And I found a guy who is actually ready to connect with her. So I called her up and she said, oh my God, I'm still single now. Do you have someone? I said, yes, I found someone. So I sent the picture and she connected. And I connected them. And the next thing she said, it was like, oh, Pastor, thank you. This is God sent. This is the kind of guy I've been waiting for. But I noticed that a lot of people are not patient enough. When they register with you for 2 months, they start shouting. When they register with you for 2 weeks, they start shouting. Oh, just because of $200, they start raining curses on me. They start insulting me and saying all manners of things. Okay? And it's so very funny. All right, that's my job. When you register with me with the $200 stuff, that's my job to find someone for you. There's some people that are very fortunate that the same day they register with me, I get them connected with somebody. Majority are not. People need to be patient. And you go and look at the life of those ones who are in a hurry to collect, to cancel their subscription. They are still single. 5 months, 6 months, 10 months, 1 year, they are still single. I don't understand the rush. I don't understand the anger. I don't understand. I understand that it's actually crazy to be lonely. But when you are lonely, doesn't mean that you don't think. People should have that ability to think. My job is enlarging your scope. The second one I do is the single connect professional grade, where people pay me $1,000 to connect them. So that is a different game. When I connect you, I'm going to stick with you and check the red flags with you. You run things by me, Pastor Shola, I'm going out on a date. What should I ask for? Oh, this is what you should ask for. This is what you should look for. Because what you are not looking for, you can find. So I'm the coach now, coaching you the questions that you're supposed to ask, and then you actually make sure you give me update as per the answers that they're giving to you. So we will look into it together and be able to know, is this guy playing, is this girl playing, or are they serious? Then at the right time, I'm going to do pre-relationship counseling with them, whereby I bring the guy on the table, the girl on the table, and I ask all the questions that she's been feeding me, and that the one he's been feeding me also. I ask those questions in a new way, in a different dimension, and then I want to watch what are they going to say. Then I will be able to tell both of them, yeah, you guys are in a good way. Individual differences affecting your relationship. Always noted that individual differences will come to play. You guys are going to overcome it with time. Give it time and keep on going. And then we continue to do that until I will take another relationship counseling as we launch them into real relationship. And during the real relationship, we'll be looking for the red flag at the same time and be communicating. And I always tell the young ladies, please, if you should ask for sex, let me know. If you should touch in a very inappropriate way, let me know. And then they always feed me back. And that's the professional grade all the way to the time of the pre-marital counseling. I'm going to take that also. And then we launch them into marriage. Then I leave them alone. And if they need my help after that, then they got to pay me for my service. Okay, that's the professional grade 1,000. The other one is 200. And my job is to enlarge the scope. My job is not to manufacture a husband. My job is not to put a gun on somebody's head and say, come and marry this person. So she approached me. And I want you guys to listen. She approached me and she said to me that she's ready. And I said, oh, cool. I said, do you mind someone without paper? That is someone that is not legal in America, who just walked in from Nigeria, trying to look for his feet on the ground, trying to build a career, trying to look for paper and all kinds of. And she said, oh, yeah. So I said, okay. And I found a guy, handsome, tall, very educated guy. And I said, hey, I think I got a girl for you that is willing to take a chance. Do you mind? And she said, oh, no, please connect me. So I did. And the very first time they had a discussion, it was a kind of a heated discussion that the lady started speaking English. And you know, all these are young ladies because they work for one IT firm or they work in a corporate office. They are no longer Nigerians. They are no longer Nigerians. Then they start speaking English. They start saying, I want to Ghana, and all kinds of stuff like that. And then you get confused that, well, are you not a Nigerian? Why are you behaving like this? At the end of the day, she told me, oh, she's not interested. The guy is not legal, no paper. The guy doesn't have a good job. I can't do it. I know one who IT specialist. I need someone who is legal. I need someone who is. And I said, okay, madam, that's fine. That's fine. I said, but for me, I think that guy is a good guy, and you should give it a chance. He said, no. He said, no. What will my friends say? I actually take him out to a party, and they ask him, what do you do? And he's telling them he's driving Uber or probably doing DoorDash. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I told the guy, I said, well, the lady is no longer interested. I'm going to give you another person. So I did. I connected her with another woman and got connected. And in 1 month, 2 months, everything was still fine. And before I got to know it, the lady called me, Pastor Shola, we want to get married. And I said, woo, that's fantastic. I won't be able to make it because I'm going to Nigeria. But you guys have my blessing. And that was it. And they got married. And then the lady filed the paper for the guy. Now they have a son. So the guy is good. He's actually doing well. And before we got to know it, he got his work authorization. He already had the Scrum Master certification before, applied for jobs. He got a job. He's working. The guy started making like $96,000 a year and stuff. And they have a kid together. So the guy called me. Actually, he had to thank me. And I want to let you know, this guy, he paid me for my service already. But by the time he got a job, he called me back and said, Pastor Shola, I am giving you my first fruit. And I told him, I said, I don't believe in first fruit. Don't give me false fruit. Oh, they be my pile. They be my pile about you. And so they say, no. I already discussed with my wife, and the two of us agreed that you should be the one we should give that stuff to. So I collected it, wholeheartedly by the grace of God. So I did. I collected it. So they continued to do what they're doing and all that. Everything started going on fine. They have a son already. The guy's working. The girl is working and all kinds of stuff. At this moment, that guy is now making more than the girl. And I want to just pause here to say one thing real quick. You see, if you look down on people, Eborama boy lasho, Ebora boy lasho, and to for you woku, Ebora boy lasho ni. If somebody is newly coming into the state and they don't have a good job, no paper, no nothing, never let it cross your mind that that's the way they're going to remain for the rest of their lives. No, they will not. Life is a process. A young man that is actually coming into the America just for the first time and is actually looking for where to live or looking for a job or looking for someone to pick him up, is not going to always be like that. When that guy will buy a house, it's going to be in your Korokoro eyes. That guy is going to be buy a Lexus car. It's going to be light in your Korokoro eyes. That guy will actually get a job. It's going to be in your Korokoro eyes. And you will not regret it. Every move. If you maltreat them when you're actually new coming into the state and you believe that's the way they're going to be, you are making a big mistake. And you will suffer for it. So this girl will look down this guy. All right, he looked down on the guy. This guy is zero for him. He's got nothing, and he will remain zero for the rest of his life. No, you are wrong. You are 1,000% wrong. Life is a process. This guy's gonna leave this point where he is. It's possible for him to struggle, but he will find the way. If you didn't help him, somebody else is gonna help him. And that person that is helping him right now will be the one to enjoy the fruit of that labor of that guy. And I want you ladies to look at that. Some of you will just be doing English, you're speaking English, and then you look down on young boys. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you, a young man just walked in from Nigeria, landed at the airport, called a brother and said, bro, I'm actually at the airport right now. And stuff. A guy went there to pick him up. This guy was looking very agag and stuff, but something's in his brain. He picked him up. When he dropped him off where he was going, he gave him $50 to eat. The boy said, "Hi, well, thank you. Walked into his friend's apartment and stuff. 3 years after, the guy called the brother. He said, I got my green card. He said, oh, good. He said, actually, I got a job too. He said, oh, that's great. He said, what kind of job? The friend was expecting him to say he got a job as a janitor or as an Uber driver or as whatever. No, the guy said, I got a job as a project manager. I was like, yeah, I've been taking the course in Nigeria, and now I got here. And the moment I got my green card, my work authorization, when I got my work authorization, I applied for a job and I got some few jobs and I picked the one I like. And I'm working the job right now is $120,000 a year. That guy bought a big house in Atlanta, Georgia. The brother that picked him up is still living in rented apartment. So the brother now told me, he said, you know what I did? I said, what did you do? He said, I drove to his house. And I postulated. I said, what? I wait. Come and teach me. I have been in America before you. I gave you your first $50. Remember? The brother said, yes, and I owe you. He said, no, don't owe me $50. I need you to teach me how you are here, how you are making this money. And the guy said, well, I have to take some classes with you and I'll put you through, And that was how he did it. And that other brother right now got a job right now, working right now. Glory to God. If you look down people, you women do this all the time. You women do it all the time. Now, let me say this real quick. In your burukuwa, there are bad people. But about you can your buruku koja, in your rena koja. When you close your eyes for bad people to pass, good people are going to pass you too. That is why we need to have an open heart. Because somebody jilted you yesterday doesn't mean everybody's going to do the same. Because somebody lied to you yesterday doesn't mean that this guy today is going to lie to you. Okay? No. We got to open our minds up. Okay? Be able to take risk. Risks, they are part of our lives. We cannot run away from risk. There's something that we're supposed to connect with to get to where we're going. I always tell people tell me, Pastor Lad, they're blogging you. I say, yes, they are. It's part of the game, it's part of the system. When you're growing bigger in life, when your name is ringing the bell, when they mention your name, be rest assured that somebody's going to say something about you. All right? But just focus and keep on moving. And keep on moving. Okay? Because that's bound to happen. You don't now say to yourself that because I don't want anybody to talk about me, I'm going to go and hide. The more you hide, you're going to stay hidden. Your glory will never shine. Your glory must to shine when people are calling your name and mentioning you. They must to mention your name. The greater you become, the more devils you're going to fight. You can't run away from it. The greater you become, the more devils you're going to find. And then the more people will dig into your life to find out the bad things you've done. And those bad things you've done, God already forgave you. They open it up to the people to see all those bad things you've done. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Those things will never stop you from getting to the destination you're going. People may talk bad about you today. The same people talking about you today will be the one that want to come and dine with you tomorrow. All right? Don't let anything stop you from shining your light. It's very, very important. Don't say because somebody jilted me before, I'm not going to do it again. You got to do it again and do it and continue to do it. And the Yoruba people will say, Teshimba Dani, Atunguni. If you fall off from a horse, you don't stop riding a horse. If you end up in an accident, doesn't mean you stop driving. You have to buy a new car and continue to drive. This time around, you're going to be more careful. You're going to go for defensive driving and you go and go and go. And that's it. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? There are bad people all over in the system, but you have to be spiritual enough for God to open your eyes to see. Don't close your eyes and judge things based on what you've experienced. Don't judge things based on what you've seen. Don't judge things based on the social media. All right? So many bad things are happening, but tell yourself, no, it's not my portion. It's not going to be my portion. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to be vigilant. And that's always tell people, the time of friendship is very, very important. When you enter into a relationship, the time of friendship is actually the major part of it because that's the time you're looking for red flags. What you're not looking for, you won't find. What you're not looking for, you won't find. Jinkoli Grace, thank you very much for that comment right there. You won't find it. You only find it when you are actually intentional about it. That's what you're looking for, you will get it. And you know exactly what you're dealing with. All right? So this young lady, he refused the guy. The guy got married and got married to the other girl. The girl filed the paper for him. And now he's doing well. And he's a family guy. So he went to the mall in New York City, Green Acres Mall. He went to the Green Acres Mall in New York City. Probably you guys know the place anyway. It's not for you not to know it. Because you guys don't know anyway. You don't know anything. Do you know Green Acres Mall? They don't know the place. They don't know Green Acres Mall. All right. So the Green Acres Mall in New York City is actually close to Long Island. It's by Rosedale area they call Rosedale. All right, not far away from Long Island, just by the borderline of Long Island and Queens. Okay, it's right there. So this guy went there to do shopping with his wife. All right, so the son was running after them, and they were going from one shop to another shop and stuff, and bam, he ran into the first lady, the lady that rejected him. Now this time around, it's been 7 years. It's been 7 years. 7 years right now that the connection was made that she rejected the guy. Milade, you remember? Thank you. 7 years. Think about 7 years, and I want to let you guys know that first lady is still single. Oh, I'm careful. Yeah, you're careful. I understand. Being careful. All right. 7 years after, she's still single. And I'm a boy, it's now 7 years. I mean, probably like about 6 or 5 years old at that point in time, running after the parent. And then the husband and the wife, they were going in and coming out of malls and buying stuff with bags in their hands. Ran into this girl. And then he mentioned his name, Kule. And then he looked to the side, was, oh, how you doing? What's going on, man? Long time. He said, oh, long time. He said, oh, and this, are you still single? And the guy said, no. This, my wife and my kid, I'm married already. You know, I'm a scrum master right now. And the lady was like, oh. He said, yeah. Oh. Then she called me. And then she started crying. From the mall. She called me at the mall. Hello, Pastor Shola. And I said, hello, how are you? Anytime anybody's registered with me, on my phone will be a bell. That bell is going to be singles connect because I've already put them in a group. So whenever they call me, I know this is a client of mine. And she started crying. And I was like, sister, take it easy. What happened? Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó kù ta ló ya wèrè kò sẹ́ni kankan ta ló wà lọ́sípítù kò sí sẹ́ni kan lásídẹ́ǹtì ní rárá. I said, okay, that's good. Tẹ́nìkan ò bá ti kú. Kí wá ló ń pa ẹlẹ́kùn? Why are you crying? He said, do you remember that guy you connected with me a long time ago? I said, yes. One Kunle like that. I said, yes. I just met him. Oh, you did? Oh, so what happened? Did he slap? Did he beat you? Oh, no. I found that he's married and he's a scrum master now. He's now more handsome right now. And oh man, I made a mistake. I said, oh no, you now know. Ṣé ó fojú àná wò owó ẹ̀ ní ẹbọra ti bọ́ ẹ láṣọ báyìí now? Okay? Ẹbọra ti bọ́ aṣọ ẹ̀ ń sìn now. Are you not seeing it? You see, the kind of men that will take care of women, they don't like those men. They always like a man that is already made. Those ones that fought their way into stardom, nobody actually inputted anything into their life. They're all there. And women just want them. And those guys, at that point in time, they're very smart. At that time, they don't want you. They don't want you. They want someone that is greater than them. That's what they're looking for. All right? It's better for you to look down, look for a guy down, pull that guy all the way up, if that's actually what's supposed to be done. And that kind of person will actually get you in that moment of love and respect. Or look to your side. Get someone on your level. Open up your doors. And the two of you can build your prosperity all the way to the sky. I never believe it is going to be so short. The way you guys are going to go to the sky, you will not believe it. Because if two people should work together, it's very easy for them to enter into prosperity. But a lot of young ladies don't understand it. They look down on people. When you look down on them, the next time you see them, you're going to look up to them. I'm telling you, when you look down on people today, the next time you see them, you're going to look up to them. You can't see them on your level anymore. They are not on the ground. They are not on your level. They are above you. Because it's all about timing. Okay? Time will take somebody from zero and make him a hero. If you don't understand time, you're missing it. You're missing it. If you don't understand time, time will change the story of people. Time will change the story of a guy, will change the story of a man, of a woman. Time is always important. You see that ticking of the clock? It's telling you you are going towards a direction and you are achieving gradually. If you wait for it, you will eat it. If you refuse to wait for it, you're going to lose. And I tell these young ladies, listen to me. Listen to me. Take it easy. Do it step by step, stage by stage. You'll get it. All you need a vision and plan. A vision and plan. Okay, put your vision on the table. Let the guy see where you're supposed to be in 10 years' time. Is he ready to work with you on this? Yes. Let's go. Then we go on the journey. All right? So the girl started crying, and I said, so what do you want me to do? He was like, nothing. In case you find anybody, I said, even if I find someone right now, you have wasted time. That was 7 years ago. 7 years ago. You're looking for someone on the Wall Street? That Wall Street guy doesn't want you. You think the Wall Street guy wants you? No, he doesn't. The Wall Street guy is looking for someone higher. Everybody's greedy. Everybody's greedy these days. They're all greedy right now. The Wall Street guy doesn't want you. That's the guy you want? Yeah. But if I give you an ordinary guy, you yourself and the guy could walk your way into Wall Street. Walk your way into Wall Street. You give your ordinary guy, you walk your way into him becoming a project manager. If I give you an ordinary guy right now, you walk your way all the way becoming a guru, a business person. All right? If I give you an ordinary guy right now, you walk your way and make you the president of America. It's about time. Don't be in a hurry. Take it easy, step by step. You're going to get there. It's possible for you to be here right now as a woman. And he is all the way to the floor. Don't look down on him. Look for the potential in him. If I team up with this guy could be somebody in the next 5 years. And that's the target. That's just the target. That's what you need to look for. Look for. My dad told me, God will give you a raw material. Make what you like from it. If you want a woman that is respectful, build it. If you want a woman that is a go-getter, build it. If you want a woman that is actually going to be loving and caring, build it. I was like, oh, so I got to build a wife. Yes. When you give a woman love, she will be this embodiment of love. When you give a woman respect, her last name will be sister respect. When you give a woman transparency, she will die for you. And that's all. And that's all I learned from him. He told me, and I just embraced it. And I understand how it is. I told a young man one time, I said, I can live with your wife, and your wife was so good. And he was like, no, you cannot. I said, try me. Actually, he allowed me to actually have a Zoom meeting with his wife. The moment I finished that Zoom meeting, the woman was smiling, and she was glowing. And what did I do? All I did was just to give her compliments. I said, sister, you look so beautiful. You can have any man that you want. I said, sister, you look so beautiful. You need to build your confidence. You are the best. I love your English. I love the way you smile. I love everything about you. By the time I finished, the woman was glowing. And the woman said, Mr. Pastor, can I book another session with you tomorrow? I said, yes, of course. He did. We talked. I made her laugh. She was just laughing, and she was telling me things she shouldn't tell me. Because I could see that she's not happy. She came out of her shells. I told her, I said, see that. She said, when she got home after the session, she was actually looking and talking differently. I said, yes, it's about what you put. It is your effort that is needed. Put something good into your wife, she'll be good. Encourage her to go back to school. Push her to do something great or greater in life. A woman will be happy. Sit her down and ask her, where do you want to see yourself in 10 years' time, and how do you want me to help? They're expecting you to ask them that question. If you take your time to ask, to gladden the heart of a woman, so this guy is thinking about me. So this guy is actually planning for me. All right? It's very, very important. My dad taught me that stuff. He taught me that. He did it to my mom. That was what he did to my mom. He was the one who pushed my mom all the way to nursing school. He did everything just to make her independent. Before he picked his bag to travel to Canada and stay there for a long time. Then he came back, and then they started a new love. I'm telling you this. It's not because somebody told me. I saw it. I witnessed it. And I'm experiencing it too. I was nobody when I married my wife. Nobody. I had no salary. I was earning 500 naira per month when I married my wife. I married her into the boys' quarters of my father's house. And inside of one room, we have one little couch, our little bed, the stove on one side, and the bathroom. And that's it. I remember that time one of our friends came to visit us after wedding, and the lady was looking all around. I'm surprised, though, Lola. Is this what you settled for? Just this? Is all you settled for? And she said, it's better for me to settle here and have so much peace and love than to live in a big mansion and be beaten. I like it like this. And I sat down in bed. I was looking at the face of that young lady. I overheard everything they were saying. And I told myself, I'm not going to remain like this. I will not remain like this. And I got up from that bed and I told myself, it's time to work very hard, harder than before. And that was what I did. I I put myself to work. So at the end of the day, that same lady now saw my wife. Was like, think know exactly what we didn't know. So of course I do. I do. So everybody's supposed to understand this. Don't be looking for finished product. Always look for someone, not always though. Make sure when somebody that is actually lesser than you come near you, open up and get to know them first. Know them first. So have bunch of guys. You know, a lot of ladies will say, Pastor, like, where you did? I say, but the issue is that the specification you gave to me is too difficult for me. This specification is too difficult for me. I don't know how to work it. I don't know how to work it. It's so difficult for me. I can't do this. And this specification is just too much for me to handle. Is it when I looking at a lot of files here, you will see they're looking for, I'm looking for a guy, he must be in IT. I'm looking for a guy, he must be well to do. I'm looking for a guy, he must be this. Looking for a guy, he must be a Christian, a lover of God, he must be financially independent. He must be financially independent and stuff. And you look, series of things. I don't understand. So where is the will of God? Where do we put the will of God? Where exactly is the will of God? Because sometimes we all pray for the will of God, but we're not ready for the will of God. We're not ready for it. We are not ready for the will of God at all. We just want our own things. When will we submit to the will of God? When? And I always say this all the time. Everybody says, "Oh, the Bible says that God we answer the prayer of the righteous. God will answer the prayer of the righteous." Okay. Now you and I, we are not righteous. So whose prayer is He going to answer? You are not righteous. I'm not righteous. So whose prayer is He going to answer? And I always find it so difficult that people don't have the answers to this. And you do not understand what God is saying in the scripture. You and I were not righteous. It is the righteousness of Christ that we carry to make us righteous. So God is telling you that the will of Jesus will come to pass. It's not your will. It's not you. It's the will of Jesus over your life that will come to pass. So you have to go for the will of God. What is the will of God for you? Do you know it? Do you not know it? Majority of us don't even know the will of God for our lives. We're only going by what we feel, we like. And it's all about the permissive will of God. God will permit it to happen. But let me tell you something. That's not the will of God. Let me take you back to the scriptures. God wasn't intending to give the children of Israel a king. He never wanted them to have kings like the Gentiles. He wanted to be the one to rule. But the children of Israel said, no, because those other countries, they have kings. Those other countries, they have kings. We want to have a king too. They continue to shout on the man of God. And the man of God went to God and said, God, your people are asking for a king. He said, but I'm their king. He said, no, they don't want you. They want a physical king. And God said, well, if that's what they want, like the Gentiles, I will give them a king. And that was when God gave them Saul. That was the plan. That was in the perfect will of God. God wanted to rule them. And most of the time, we don't like the will of God because the will of God is different from our own will. That's why He said, my ways are not your ways. The way of God is perfect. Our own way is not. The peace of God is not the kind of peace the world gives. But you don't want that peace of God. You want a woman with a big breast and pointed breast. You want a woman with a big behind. And that's what the world is going to give to you. Women know this. They understand this. Now, all you men want is a big breast, pointed breast, and big behind. All right? We're going to give it to you. You're going to see it, but you will never have peace. It's only the will of God that will give you peace. And when you see the will of God, sometimes it doesn't fit your will. And then you tell yourself, not this one. Not this one. All of us some of my friends that we grew up together, we were shocked. We were shocked at what happened to one of our friends. This guy was dating one ugly muchacha girl like that. And we had all of these beautiful girls and all kinds of stuff. And we were laughing at him. He ended up marrying that woman. We laughed at the reception. When we were drinking, we were laughing and all that kind of stuff. But lo and behold, this girl got transformed when she became one of the managers of First Bank. She got transformed. She bought a nice car, got a driver, a house, and all kinds of stuff. Changed completely the life of our friend. And in peace. She changed. We saw her picture. She's no longer ugly. She used to be ugly, but she's no longer ugly now. And when we saw it, we were put to shame. We couldn't even go there to go and tell him anything anymore because we advised him to dump the girl. Thank God he didn't. So the people you see on your way that you think they look ugly today is because they don't have money. The moment they have a little money, you see them change and transform. Okay? You see them change and transform. I was watching Steve Harvey's video today. This guy is now a fashionista, and that wasn't who he used to be. At the age of 67, he's now wearing different designs and stuff like right now. He said, I'm doing it right now because of my wife. And right now, he looks so good, so handsome. He lost some weight. He's doing well. It's somebody that somebody you saw yesterday that doesn't look good. You see him again today, you will be shocked. I'm a little fine right now. I never get money, but I'm a little fine right now. If you came across me when I was still in Nigeria, you wouldn't even marry me if I come to you. Even though I was so bold, I will approach you no matter how beautiful you may be. I look like a refugee because I always see my pictures. I'm like, Jesus, anybody who married this boy, just try. You just try. I look at my wife, I say, you try, oh. You marry this thing. Even me, you no go marry this thing. This thing where I see, lie, I fit marry him. How come you marry this thing? She told me. He said, I checked out your future. They told me you're going to be a very popular person. I was like, yeah. I said, yes. No wonder. Even me, let them tell me it's going to be popular person. I won't marry this one. This thing, lie. I won't marry this. I won't. No be me go marry him. Lie. What do you mean call? This one? Forget it. Yeah, but today when I go to the mall, I go everywhere, all these young girls say, hey, Pastor Shala, how are you? I love you. I say, hey, if I reverse for you, you will not say you love me. Let's reverse those days. I will come to the mall, you won't even notice me. You will be asking yourself, who is this ugly muchacha kind of guy? And stuff like that. Well, I'm just a little fine right now because I get some little money in my pocket to chop, 3 square meals in a day. That's all. Don't look down on people, man. Don't. Never you look down on people. You never believe what you're going to get later in the future. You'll be shocked. You will be shocked what you're going to find. You'll be shocked what you're going to find. For real. I couldn't marry myself. You'll be shocked what you're going to get. I'm not you. Wo fún wo, ìwòrìwò wo, ohun abádìjọ wo, gígùn báyìí ní gún. What does it mean? It means before you marry anybody, when you are in friendship, please, for real lagba, sign up for pre-relationship counseling. Let us look at it with you. Let's look at it for you. Because you need people to do so. I still love you. I did it twice already. You won't do it again. No more build a man again. I did my bid for society. Let's look at it with you. Don't do it by yourself. Don't do it by yourself. Don't say, yes, I'm taking a risk. Even risk, we need counseling. Risk, we need support. That you have to go look for people to help you look critically. Help you to look critically. I know one lady. She asked me, why is it that I'm always attracted to Libby people? I was like, maybe God wants you to help Libby to become somebody. But that's not the issue. The issue is that she is the problem of herself. She's always the one looking for someone to give to. She always want to have the upper hand. So she's not attracted, she's not coming around men that are wealthy, men that they are able to feed themselves. She's always looking for the ones who need his help or need help. So I told her, madam, you have to change your mind. You are not going to be the King Kong or the master of your husband. Your job is to help him to stand. All right? Pray to God, open up. When they come to you, don't be giving people money. Help them to stand, build them up, give them ideas, push them to do counseling, push them for to see a coach to help them to stand. Don't be the one buying them things, buying them car, buying them house, buying them this. Don't be that person. Don't do that. Okay? So that's pretty much what it is. I'm not sure if anybody's got, if you have a question for me. I don't want to go out on the line without attending to your questions. In case you have questions for me, I'm going to put my number on the screen right now for those who have questions for me. If you have questions for me, all right, the telephone number has been pinned to the wall. That telephone number right down the wall. For those who would love to ask me questions, if you have any questions for me, let me know. I will answer. I will answer your questions, and the telephone number is on the screen. It's on the screen right there. On the screen right there. I'll be waiting for phone calls to come in. If you have any questions for me, feel free. And to let you know, I have so many people registered with me here in America, in Nigeria, in Canada, in the UK, South Africa, in Ghana, Guyana. I have a lot of people registered with me. So in case you want to be, you want to take a look at my list and you want to register, actually connect, you can actually message me on my number. Hello.
Good evening, Pastor Shola.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How's it going, sir?
Everything is going on fine. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to your broadcast, and it's been very interesting, very enlightening. And,
yes.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed myself. And,
yeah.
I've learned one or two things, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in touch with you previously,
Okay.
here in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
I just wanted to, thank you for what you're doing and the help and support you're giving to people.
We thank God.
Relationship is very important. It's also very delicate.
Yeah.
And also very delicate and tough thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have that kind of preparation.
Mm-hmm.
You go to school to get a degree and all of that, but
yeah.
we never have any education with respect to relationship or marriage.
No, we never had that.
We all think it's a bed of roses, but it's a lot of work, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we're all work in progress.
Yes. Right.
I'm looking forward to, talking to you sometimes in the future and also registering.
Okay. And I hear you're here in Houston, right?
Yeah, listen.
How old are you? How old are you presently?
I'm 50.
You're in Katy?
Southwest.
I have a girl for you. Call me. Let's say. Ọmọ kan wà lórí mi tí mo gbé fún ẹ live. Mi ò ṣeré o, ọmọ kan ti wà ńlẹ̀ fún ẹ, wọ́n wà ńlẹ̀. Gba best school. I don't have to know it. Holy Spirit is talking to me right now. No. Abo fẹ́ kọ Holy Spirit lẹ́nu ni.
No. I'm really in touch with you.
All right, let's do it. Let's get the hold on. Instagram, by the time this one will end, I'm going to start a new video. Please connect. I have 4 seconds, 3 seconds to go. By the time it ends, I'll start a new one. Okay. All right, we'll go back.
That would be very nice. It's very interesting. If you can make it happen and you were very compatible and if one can be happy and find to love again.
If I can make it happen, what is ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìsọpọ̀ ti lọ? Sọ pé ó ti lọ.
Amen.
Ó tún sọ amen. Mo ní sọpọ̀ ti lọ mi ò gbàdúrà fún ẹ. It's gone ní. This thing it has happened. Ó ti lọ. Ó gàlá ó ti lọ ní ó ti gbọ́mọ lọlé. Ọmọ like 20. Orúkọ rẹ̀. All right.
Okay, I'm calling you later.
All right, bye. You see what I'm saying right there? I'm like 20 kilos. Like almost here. You know, that's the stuff. You know, there are so many young ladies who are ready to take a risk, who are ready to go into a relationship. All we need is the guys willing. If the guys are willing, it's going to be fantastic. All right, it's going to be fun. And with this kind of stuff, you guys are going to have me in the middle. You have me in the middle of it. In case anything should happen, you just call me and let me know. Just call me and report to me. All right. Let me put the telephone number at the bottom of Instagram. 5505135. All right. If you have any questions for me, I'm in the studio. Please give me a call. I'll pick your call and then we can talk. And like I said, I have a website that people can go and register. I don't like the website thing. Any scammers on website, and they're getting all my girls pregnant. They're getting all my girls pregnant, and I don't want to recommend it. The other one that I have is the Spotlight. I do that one for free. For those who are willing to come online to show their faces and get connected. All right. So it all depends on what you want, but I believe that Tabafuju Ajakaja is always very good. Let's do the matchmaking under the carpet, under the table thing. I understand Nigerians, you guys don't like to do anything on top of the table. Don't let them know. Don't let them know. The privacy thing is a lot. All right. You guys want everything to be in the private, which is good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody getting pregnant again. Because there was a moment at that time that almost every week we'll always find somebody saying, "Excuse me, sir, I am pregnant." How? When I went to visit the brother, where you went to, how? Did I tell you guys that you're just ordinary friends? Yes, sir. But friends supposed to hang out. Did you tell me you are going to hang out? No, sir. I said, okay. So how did it happen? And so he asked me to sleep over, so I did. So he was touching my legs. I said, uh-huh. So touching your leg got you pregnant? No, sir. He was tickle. Then he started kissing my leg too, and he was licking it, and he licked it all the way to the top. I said, uh-huh. So he's licking it. He's now got you pregnant? No, sir. So and then later, I now got weak. I was so weak. My hands can't even move. And my leg can't even move. So he now remove all my things. Your things? What things? All the things that we are wearing, sir. All of those things. He now remove them. I said, removing them will get you pregnant. No, sir. So later I now felt something. Something was now creeping in. Was creeping and was creeping and creeping and creeping and creeping. We were creeping for like 40 minutes. Was just creeping. I was just like passing out. I was weak. And when I now woke up in the morning, he now said I should go. And this is 3 now, and something is now growing inside of my belly. And I say, what is this thing? So I went to hospital. They now say, congratulations, you are pregnant, sir. Orí ẹ ti bọ́ ọ ṣe. Ó yẹ kó lọ gbàjọ́ kó gbàlù kó máa rẹ́rìí kiri àdúgbò. Ó ti lóyún nìyẹn. So what is the problem? What is the thing? The guy said, I must not call him again, sir. I need your help. I'm not doing that stuff again. I'm not going to do website again. I'm sorry. Somebody said, baby, a script. Something is screaming. I was like, every time I'll come on my network, I say no banking, no banking, no banking. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I know exactly what's going to happen when you bank. When you finish banking and something is creeping in for 40 minutes. Don't understand though. I tell you, it's just very funny. Very, very funny people. This creeping, go. Don't come to me and be crying one nonsense crying around my house. I will kick you out. I'll kick you out. And that guy ran away. No, we can't find the guy. Oluremi, thank you very much. I said it several times. I said no validation, no validation. They will not listen. They won't listen. They'll be looking for some validating, and now they are entered one chance. Well, if you don't have any question here, Joe, let me just go and do some other things. I have some other stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Ah, Let's read this message, Joe. Pastor Shola, I met my husband when he has nothing. Somebody is calling. Let's pick this call. Hello.
Hi, good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm Uma, calling from Nigeria.
You want to contribute on the show? You have a question for me?
Yes, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Okay. You talked about how women look down on men and all that. So there's this thing that happened to my cousin, yeah?
Yeah.
She has a boyfriend that lives in the US, and she just got out of school.
Yeah.
You know? So she told the guy that she wanted to study computer science.
Okay.
And the guy said no, that she should go for nursing. She said no, that it's computer science that she wants. Okay. So because of that, they broke up.
Okay.
You get?
I get.
A guy told the mom to help him look for a nursing student or somebody that would like to study nursing.
Yeah.
You understand? So my question
I understand.
is, why is it that they can comfortably make their choice or say what they want in a woman, while the woman cannot say what she wants, and people will not look at her like, you're greedy and all that?
Okay. I love it when Nigerians say, "Say you get, say you understand." Nigerians always say that. Nigerians that live in Nigeria, that's how they say. Say you understand? Understand? We don't say that here. But I tell you, every time I go to Nigeria, I hear them tell me that stuff. Now, let me break it down to you. That's a red flag right there. It's a red flag right now because what that guy is trying to do is Ogunwamonisi. Are you Yoruba or Igbo?
No, I'm not. They find Yoruba man with Yoruba.
Oh, okay. So they call it Ogunwamonisi. That's slavery plan. Now, what they're trying to do is this. When they bring you in, because they believe that nurses are making money, so they want another person who is a nurse or who will go for nursing and then get there and start making money while they will say they are driving Uber and they will park underneath the tree and sleep off. So you will be the one working for them to pay bills as a nurse. Because they know that the work of a nurse, the job of a nurse is always very available. If you lose a job right now, you can get a job in the second day. Okay? As
man is not even getting married to woman for love.
No, they're getting married to her for to be comfortable, for her to make money for them, and then for them to enjoy a good life. Okay, so they dictate what they want you to do. You see a lot of men when they go to bring their wife here, they will tell the woman you have to go to nursing school, and that's a red flag. A woman is supposed to be able to choose, make a choice, and say, "This is what I want to be." Okay, as a woman, Everybody's got the right to be whatever they want to be, and it's part of human right. And the right is not given to us by the government. The right is given to us by God. The moment you are created by God, you have the right to be anything you want to be, and nobody should influence you. And I always tell this to our parents too. A lot of our parents would dictate what we should be. Please, no. Everybody know exactly what their passion is and what they want to be in life. Let those kids, let them choose what they want to be. So a woman should not be just an object that you just command and send to do things. Sit her down and ask her, who do you want to be? What do you want to be in life? And you as a man, your job is to support that person to become that thing, because that's the source of their joy and happiness. Marriage is not going to give you joy. Marriage won't give you happiness. It is your passion that creates joy and happiness for you. Some people are nurses today just because they want to pay bills, and they're not happy doing that job, and they're miserable and they're sad. Okay, some people are doctors today, and they're not happy doing that. Okay, they're not happy being a doctor. They want to be a dancer. Some people want to be DJs. Some people want to be movie actors, but they force them to become doctors, and today they are regretting it. So a woman is not an object that you should tell or dictate to. They have their own mind, and they're supposed to have their own source of joy and happiness also, and it's their passion. So a woman's supposed to be given that opportunity to choose what you want to be. That your lady is so lucky they didn't get married. He broke up with him. Oh yeah, that's actually the best thing to do, because that guy's got ulterior motive. Want to use that girl as a slave. All right, and that's it. Okay. God, God bless you, my dear. Have a beautiful day. All right, I'm still here. If you have any questions for me, please ask me. Pastor Lai, I met my husband when he asked nothing. We worked together to become, I don't know, IT we are today. What we have today. Now I started cheating, and I caught him. Now he has a girlfriend in Nigeria that makes his sleep every year. It's so heartbreaking. I understand. Because somebody is sharing this particular stuff doesn't mean, because somebody is sharing this particular stuff right now doesn't mean that every man will do the same. That's my point. Because a man is cheating right now because it was nobody before marriage doesn't mean everybody that that falls into this category will do the same thing. No, they're not going to do the same thing. All right. Some people will act like this, some will not act like this. And that's really why I said to you, let people look at it for you. Before you marry someone, please let people look into it for you. You know, in our community, African community, we always love to go and meet pastors. Our pastors are just giving us flukes. Majority of them they don't see jack. Is it the best thing for you is to go and look for professionals that will help you. Go and look for professionals that will help you to look into it. Let them ask the right questions and stuff. A woman came to meet me and I interviewed the guy. He's in Nigeria. And I was talking to the guy. He was rubbing his hand on his dick. And I was like, what? This guy lacks respect. What kind of a person are you? I'm talking to you right here and you're using your hand to rub your penis. What's wrong with you? And then I asked him a question and he was like, I'm not scamming her. I just love her. I'm not. That's a sign. I didn't ask you, are you scamming her? If I didn't mean to ask you right now, are you a scammer? Then you could tell me that. You're already telling me that even before me asking you that question. That's a red flag. It shows me that you're actually a scammer. And I told the lady, I said, you can't marry this guy. This is a stupid guy right here. This guy don't get married. And that was how they broke up. All right. You need people to look into it for you. Don't be desperate too much just marrying anything. We're talking about men right now, but there are so many women that are still doing the same thing. There are dangerous women out there that you must not marry. Dangerous women that you must not marry. Dangerous women. You can't marry them. There's so many of them in the society that all they're doing is just using packaging for you. When we see them, we ask them. I was telling you guys the other day, one young man asked the lady, he said, what are you bringing on the table? And she said, my vagina. And is that not alarming? Is that not something that's supposed to bother you as a person and say, what? What are you bringing on the table? He said, vagina. What? That's enough for that guy to run away. Because that young lady doesn't know what she's looking for. She's not mature yet. She's not grown yet. She needs to go back and suck her mama's breast. Maybe they need to come and teach her something more. All right? These are the things you must look into. What is your question? Oh? You said you have a question. I don't have your question here. Oh. And if you want to make a call, you can make a call. The telephone number is on the screen. You can make a call in and we treat your question. Right there. I'm not sure I see any questions from you. You know? So very funny. Very, very funny. So we need to look into this thing with you. But no, you won't come. You'll be going to prophets. They will be telling you revelations or revelation. I can't see your question, my sister. Probably you have to repost it. I can't go up and see your picture, impression, man. A lot of comments are already going through. All right. So that's pretty much the way it is. First thing I said, don't be afraid to take a risk. Don't look down on people. Be open. Seek the help of a counselor or a coach to help you, in your journey. In your journey. It will be great. And don't allow anybody to dictate to you what you need to do. Focus on what makes you happy. Your passion is important. That's what you should go for. If you love to dance, keep dancing. If you love to act, go and act. If you love nursing, go and do it. If you love IT, that's what you should go for. If you love to pastor, that's what you go for. Whatever is your passion, something that they wake you up at the middle of the night and you are going to be happy. There are doctors that can actually check the size of the penis of a man for you, and they check the activeness of the penis for you. All you need to do before marriage is just to go to them and let them run a test. They will tell you the length and then the diameter of the penis, and you'll be able to know if that penis is actually getting erection and if the sperm is able to get you pregnant. There's a way to know right now. Okay. So if we don't have any other questions, I want to appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for coming on my show. I really appreciate that. And I will definitely be back again because I have a bunch of people, new people that I want to showcase on this line. And if you are willing to check out my list, it's available. You can do so also. All right. Thank you and have a beautiful day. Please, guys, encourage your friends to follow my backup page. I am Dr. Shola. This is the page right here that you're watching. All right. And let them follow. I'm going to put more of the post there for people to follow also. And thank you. And God bless you. Have a beautiful night, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow.